found out about this course because my brother had done it, and he highly recommended it, you know, as a way to get into Thai via learning the reading, which when I practiced learning Thai before, I always felt, well, I need to read. And then once I heard it from him, I was like, okay, this is what I need. My level of Thai coming here was uber basic. You know, obviously I could say phrases, but not hold conversations. And since I have learned is probably the way I'm saying those phrases are not very comprehensible. Over the course of this week, I feel what I've got a clear grasp on is the structure, content, working content in a way of the language, so that I can, in a way, put sounds together, reading, and be able to then express the word properly, as opposed to just something I might have heard and said from my own poor ear. I could say something like, oh, is there half a bottle there? You know, me kung kuot mai. But they'd be like, huh? You know, so I couldn't, I'm like, that's such a simple phrase, why don't you understand me? But of course they can't. The bad habits were based on an anglicized mouth tongue expressing Thai syllables, words and phrases. This rapid Thai method, it's definitely a method, and that you have managed to break the code of the Thai language. So what I feel now leaving is that I have managed to unlock the code to the language, and I've got something tangible to work with. So I can, in a way, repeat this course but online, then get into the actual reading and then into the conversation, so that when I'm speaking, it's built on an ability to read and enunciate correctly, and then of course build the understanding from there. So really it's a kind of a solid base to move forward on, as opposed to before just trying to grasp sounds in the air. I think the approach to the course is refreshingly informal and non-PC, so that you can have a laugh and flow with it, and it's examples that you can relate to. And overall it's like easy, comical, and there's actually enough breaks and gaps. There's, you know, if I just want fruit or water or coffee, there's that, but then there's the whole like other kind of food stuff, etc. And then everyone's out for lunch together. But there's plenty of options where to eat here in Chiang Mai. Maybe even before coming, I was thinking, okay, this is going to be some full-on intensive course. Oh my God, 6 days. But in a way, it's a lot smoother, and you kind of ride along because it's correctly paced. So perhaps the tough was, here we go, we're getting started. And after a couple of days feeling okay, though this is a kind of a big animal, I feel I've got some claws in it. I see what it's made up of and where it goes, even though there's plenty more work to do. So I felt quite comfortable with the pace. And whenever one isn't, I think Gary puts in enough breaks anyway, lets people chill or sleep. You know, at the end of the day, the end of the course each day, I mean, it's probably nice to do a different activity. So most days I either did the yoga or off for a swim or get a massage or something. I still have some work to do, so, you know, a few hours of that in the evening. The only thing was last night, straight after the course, I did like 6 hours of work computer, and then that was sort of too much, you know, naturally. So I still found, you know, with it being paced throughout the day, it's fresh enough. And though there's material we build on and it accumulates, it's manageable if you keep your head on it. And then actually, I didn't do any homework, even though I know there's plenty of homework now to go on with for the next weeks and months. But in that sense, I think just the pace was right. You revisit the next day, it's fresh again, you know. You know, often what was said to me before is, oh, but look at children, they learn just by absorbing it over years. The simple fact is we're not children. We're grown adults already with a sort of a well-structured thought pattern and other language abilities. So we kind of need to approach it slightly differently. So I feel the course satisfies that you can kind of get into it with grown-up hands, make it work in the brain, and then still let it come out in time, of course, and in its own artistic form. For me, it's kind of triggered a good method of how to approach some other languages. You know, it's instead of like, oh, I got to get this down in a few months, it's like, yeah, let's let this build, but be constructive for probably the next couple of years, 2 years, to feel like I'm in it and on it. And you can almost do that with any language and get a decent, solid base, working base with it without being stressed, like 20, 30 minutes a day built on a basis and structure that's manageable. And before you know it, you've got a few languages under your belt. So I feel that has been a good inside trigger and even motivator.